Hello everyone, this is SuperDreamGate with some more Minecraft, and I am on a completely different, whoa, going backwards. I am on a completely new machine. And for those of you who are like, oh, the Mac user finally had some sense and is now on a Windows PC and all that stuff, no. I like Macs, okay? I really do. And I know you guys are all, every single one of you are like, why? But I use it for other things. I mean, I'm into graphics and stuff, so I need the artsy things. And I know you can get it with a Windows thing, but I like my little Mac, okay? I do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But enough about that. As you can see, all of this is half slab. Every single bit of it. And it didn't take all that long to do, thankfully, which I'm super duper happy about. But yes, so today, while I take an apparent leisurely stroll, not almost, just you. I'll be back. But all we need to do today, well not all, but something we can do today. Oh wait, one thing first. Someone in the comments, Stony Plays, mentioned that these two buildings looked a little bit weird with just the big space of white, and I did agree with him. I liked how it looked, but I do think that this looks better. These are kind of the two ideas I have. I think I like this one more, but you know what? We'll just leave them each with their own little bit of variety. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so first thing on our list, the sheepies, our little sheep friends. Hi guys, you're gonna get a new home, and it's gonna be over there, and it's gonna be amazing. So, how do you do this? Well, I definitely want to do it 2 at a time. The only thing is there's a sheep fell in here, so now there's 3 of them in here, and one guy's alone. I haven't dyed any of them just in case that happened, aside from these guys, so I'm gonna have to be super careful with them. But I haven't made the pen yet because I'm a derp, but it's fine. Random sheep? Ah. Random cows that have been escaping from their pens. So I'm not going to be too fussy, and yeah, you can see the half-slab stuff. I'm not going to be too fussy with this terraforming and stuff just yet. I'm going to work on that later. But for now, I think... Oh, I didn't replace that. Oopsies. I think what I'm going to do... Come on, eat. Still getting used to the way this new laptop works and touching it and stuff. Although I have to say Minecraft runs really, really smooth on this. It's really nice. Anyway, so I think I'm going to stare at the cow for a second. I'm going to cut and just kind of bring the sheep down to this really low level. Because we have to work on the guild area, and every sheep needs its own section. So this might be a pretty large building, actually. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be right back. Guys, we have a problem. What? How did you spawn in there? Oh, it's a little too dark. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is actually attempt number 2 at recording, because I recorded for a whole 25 minutes plus after the little bit with finding the creeper in the house, and I hiccuped. And I kind of didn't do much, and this is all I really got done. And honestly, these floors weren't even here in the last take. I did this just so you could kind of see the pattern I'm going for, which I think looks really cool. So it'll be like that on both ends. So we'll head over to the opposite side, which is actually the scarier of the two. And I don't know why I left it there. But since you didn't see what happened on camera, basically I used snow to lay this out because I'm not sure if I'm going to make it out of snow, if I'm going to change any of the materials there, or if this will just follow the trend to be stone brick. Who knows? I don't. So basically, we're going to need more of these. And we'll start with the dark wood. So we don't need this, but we do need this. And so we start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 2, 3, 4, 5. And why isn't that adding up? There should only be a space. I can't count, apparently. Symmetry, hardest thing to do for me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boing! Great way to start this episode off. Try number 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I didn't count it on the right end. Derp, derp, derp. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? What? I am so lost. What did I just do? Really? What is going on? Really? Because that's... And then the inside should have 6. 1, 2... Can I just not count? Maybe I just can't count anymore. Maybe I somehow failed math. Okay, well, we'll fix this. Is it really because of this? Gosh dang it. Went in circles for nothing. Let's go get these. Whee! Ouch. Because I'll probably need them at some point. So just go in literally in a circle, because we're just falling everywhere today. Whee! And then, carefully, I picked the wrong side to do this. And then you just kind of add the opposite wood color in here like this, and the center we'll leave open for now. Then you just repeat on the opposite side. Well, next to it. And there's enough room for 4, and then I might use the other wood colors, but I'm not sure. I might just continue this pattern. Gosh dang it. Or I might do something else, depending how the floor works. Ah! Shift button, no work. Not when I need it to, at least. Because I'm recording. It's solely because I am recording. So let's go back around. Ignore the random cow. This way's faster, I suppose. Whoop! Careful, careful. Boing. 3, 4, 5. Now just carefully connect the dots. Well, the blocks, not the dots. There are no circles in Minecraft. Everyone knows that. I need more dark wood again, especially because once a sheep move... better go sleep. Because once a sheep move... Boing... I'm going to need to build more houses, is what I'm trying to say. But, can't talk. I'm so tired. And I don't really know... Well, I do know why. I'm still not fully over the cold I had, and let me tell you guys, it was far and I do mean far, worse than I expected it to be. Because I thought, oh, it's only a little cold, I'm just not feeling 100%, I'll be better soon, I'll be better soon. No. It took so long. I was super sick until Saturday, and it still kind of is a little bit bothersome. And I don't really know what to do. Well, I didn't know what to do other than just kind of wait it out. And hold on. Gosh dang it, I keep forgetting when I go into creative mode to stop setting it to peaceful. But anyway. So, oh yes. So I was kind of stuck, you know, this is just not going well. So, you know, it's kind of frustrating when you're sick and all you want is to get better and all you can't do is get better. Because, you know, you're sick. Gonna need these, I know I am, so let's just make a bunch. And so at some points I had a low-grade fever, and I was really nauseous, and headaches were all the time. And it was just really, really frustrating because I'd be resting and, you know, not doing much, but I'd be so tired and just all around icky. Sorry, I kept pressing cap lock and not shift because I'm cool like that. So I was just sort of in this place of, can I get better now? Can I get better now? Please let me get better now. And I didn't. There were some days where I slept 14, 16 hours. I was just so tired. There was some nights I couldn't even sleep, and then I'd just sleep almost all the next day and into that late night. And, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. When you're sick, but you just don't want to be that disgustingly ill. And unfortunately, when you are, you are. 2, 3, 5. So, I remember that at one point I developed a cough, and it's kind of like, oh great, I don't want to deal with this, on top of the fact that I just feel absolutely horrible and sniffly and gross. And I was just a mess, to put it bluntly. I was a mess. But I am feeling better now, but I'm definitely not 100%. I still feel tired. My ability to concentrate is kind of blech. No other way of putting it other than blech. Because the last take I had of this episode was really bad. I'm not even going to put it lightly. It was bad, guys. Because I was just so desperately trying to fulfill, you know, the obligations of, hey, it's episode 20, we need something super fancy, cool going on, because it's supposed to be the tutorial episode. And it just was not, pretty much nothing got done, because I kept running in circles, being like, oh yeah, I forgot this, I forgot that, I need to get this, da-da-da-da. And it was just painful to watch. I mean, I think it could have been funny, and I think you guys would have liked it to a point, but that's not what I want to do. I want you guys to get really good quality. I mean, I thought certain parts were funny, but I kept those in. I kept what was good in. The rest was me just kind of fumbling around, not knowing what to do. And part of that is, like I mentioned, I'm going to be fixing the place up. So, you know, not much can really be done until I fix it up. Oh gosh darn it. I think it's not the other end, I'd have to dive. But, okay, so from here, 2. There will be, well, there. But that'll be a, how much space do we have? Yeah, I thought so, only 4. We'll figure this out. I don't feel like extending it one each side, because that's silly. Especially when we have all this all nicely done. But I don't really plan on releasing episodes when they're not as good as I feel they should be, because, you know, it's not fair to you, it's not fair to me, it's just not something that I feel should be done. So, hopefully, I'm sure you guys do, but hopefully you guys understand. Stop that. Please just work with me. Don't want to deal with this. It's so late because I've had to redo this and I was feeling icky again, and then, no. Gosh darn it, stop. I'm gonna have to chop down more trees. I think. No, not for this wood. The dark wood I will, because every time I get some dark wood, I use it. I didn't think I'd like dark wood as much as I do, but I really, really, really love it. And some of this. So I kind of want to talk to you guys about just sort of, you know, I had a topic in mind and now I completely lost it. Maybe we should talk about how I am just forgetful. And we'll spend hours and hours making jokes about how I am such a forgetful person. Do I have any more birchwood? Not on me. To the house, because I'm definitely gonna need it. So, whoa. Keep forgetting this side is like the drop of death. Come back here. No. Oh, I remember what I wanted to talk about. Well, I mentioned it, I think, an episode or 2 ago. I don't remember now, because everything's just kind of been blending together, but I'm moving my house. This is going elsewhere. So what I plan on doing is kind of mirroring what's on this side, you know, with the format of it. Obviously different buildings will be here. But, come here. Let's just take the whole thing. Who cares? So I plan on mirroring this kind of pattern with the houses sunk a little lower and the buildings on a little bit of a higher area. And doing that on both ends. Because what I think I'm going to do is have it kind of follow the river from there and try to keep it as symmetrical as possible. But I don't know, maybe after these little edges, everything will just kind of be whatever. But I kind of want your feedback, you know, do you like that idea? Do you like symmetry? Do you like non-symmetry? You know, just kind of stuff like that. Building ideas would be good, because I have a few that I've been thinking of doing that would be really helpful and all that good stuff. But I really want to hear what you guys have to say, because you guys are awesome and I think you have a lot to offer. And I want to know what you guys are thinking and you know, input and feedback, and that's the wrong color, and random stuff. I know that I'm kind of just talking in circles again, which I'm really sorry, but I'm just so exhausted, and I have some tea next to me, but I don't know if tea is going to be the most helpful thing in the world. So if I walk in here... Well, I could make the hallway like this and then have a little path or something odd. I don't know. Ow. Someone logged offline. Sorry about that. Oh, I did. I could technically take away this one block and then make it so that single like the pattern alternates every 5, but I think that'd be a little weird, unless then I'd have a strip of something. So I don't know. I'll come back to that. But we'll work on, now that we have some sort of floor, let's work on the foundation of something. Because the thing is, it's a artisan's guild. And it's going to be a mix of a museum and a place where, you know, dyeing, like the dye colors and wool will be gathered because, you know, it's a craftsman sort of thing too. So, you know, I'll probably have crafting tables hidden about and stuff like that. And I kind of want it to have paintings, so it's going to be pretty resource expensive. But the way I was thinking of formatting, you know, my little village town area is, you know, everything has a function and a purpose aside from just looking nice, but things can have the same sort of function as something else, just be called different and work a little differently. Oh my gosh, I'm hiccuping again! Ugh, this is ridiculous. I'm just apparently going to hiccup every time I record. At least for Minecraft. I don't think I'd do that on my Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes as much. At least I hope not. That would get really annoying. But, yeah. Come on. Thank you. This is odd. Apparently, if you have a slab like this, or this much room between you, if this is flat and there's ice under it, you will go at supersonic speeds. It's really cool, because and you have to jump, but you'll just fly. It's kind of hilarious. So what I plan on doing, okay, so this has to be dirt now, and I don't have any dirt, but that's okay because this has to go. So all of this has to go, so let's start from the bottom, because this needs to get gone. So, yeah. What else can we talk about? Because this is going to be, you know, monotonous and diggy things. I think that I don't even know now. Don't even know. But lovely can't talk, but I'm trying to say sentiment is what I think I'm trying to say. Yes, I do. So I think that when I get sick, and when I'm recovering from being sick, I just can't think straight. As well, at least. Because I was watching a movie with my sister today, The Labyrinth, with David Bowie. From, I think it's 1986. Yeah, it's from 86. And if you like fantasy movies, the traditional ones, it's up your alley. You know, it's a little cheesy, but it's not bad. It's really not. So, I was watching that with her, and it's just, throughout the entire movie, I'm sitting there, you know, sometimes I'll be able, it's not that I like to talk during movies, but I sometimes interject with little quips, or I just have something to say. I'm gonna have to get a grass block for this, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to steal away a little grass block from my stash of grass blocks. Not that kind. No, stop. Don't. Let's not go there, guys. But, anyway. So, I was watching this movie with her, and it's just, you know, sometimes I was trying to talk to her, and I couldn't even put my words into proper sentences. And after we finished watching The Labyrinth, we started watching some Detective Conan, which, for those of you who don't know, it's amazing. No, I'm serious. It really is. It's such a good show. That might actually have to be... me falling to inevitable pain. Thanks. But it's an anime, which means it's a Japanese cartoon, for those of you who don't know what anime means. And it's really, really, really good. It's not, it's about a high schooler named Kuro Shinichi and his love interest and childhood friend named Ran Kogoro. And sorry, I'm observing this and figuring out how I want to plan this all while telling you about an awesome anime. And he is known as a detective boy genius sort of thing, like a prodigy in the detective field. And he solves cases with amazing ease. Let's just use stone bread for now. Did I do 4 high over there? Wow. And what happens is he encounters this group called the Black Organization, and they give him a poison. Hold on, counting. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 total. And they give him this poison, and it is supposed to kill him, but he somehow just turns into a child. He's, I think, like the size of a first grader sort of thing. So, he kind of has to hide his identity and make this whole organization think he's dead. Because if they find out he's alive, they'll come after him, they'll come after Ron. This is 4 tall, so... Guys, 5, 6, 7. So he has to keep his whole identity secret from everyone. I think that's too tall. Gosh, dang. And since it's a detective... What? Since it's a detective kind of story, it follows, mysteries. Usually it's a murder mystery. It's very heavily influenced by Sherlock Holmes, so if you're into that sort of thing, definitely watch it. And I cannot recommend this enough. It is such a good anime. Maybe I want to bring that in on the corner. I think I do. But it's so, so good. And a lot of the episodes are freestanding, they don't have to do with one another. But there are some episodes that are essentially just there for the plot development. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try 6 this time. And we'll just get a little feel for this. So, that's a good anime. But I was going somewhere with this, and I'm really sorry. I got so sidetracked describing it. But my sister loves the show too, and I'd be trying to tell her something, because we like to try to solve it before Shinichi, under the guise of Conan, does. He takes the name Conan because I won't spoil why he takes the name, but he takes the name Conan to hide his identity. And I guess it's alright. Guess so. I guess it's fine. So we'll just make more of these. And where I was going with that was I would just try to tell my sister something like, oh, I think this, and I just couldn't do it that well. Was a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I did that miraculously. So, and it's also kind of, as you've been noticing, it's made me a little more scatterbrained than normal. Which is really unfortunate, because I don't like being scatterbrained. I like knowing, that I'm very set and everything's very in place. And another thing is, I think part of the reason I'm a little off right now is I don't think I'm used to doing these episodes yet. I'm not used to just talking about whatever for however long. And it's just that, you know, I think it's a bit of a skill because you have to be willing to, well, not willing to, but oh my god. And sorry, someone just logged on. But the reason I'm saying that is I have sometimes, you know, heard little Skype noises or something that sounds like a instant messenger chat, and, you know, you don't know what it is. But I think that I'm just not used to it yet. So thank you guys for sticking with me and finding my starting fumbles amusing. And part of it is with Minecraft especially, you can't be like, oh, this is the game, and we have to advance the story by blah, 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 blah. There's none of that. It's a sandbox. It's whatever you want it to be. So there's that too. But, this is the second take, but again, it's not as tutorial-ish as I really wanted it to be. But I don't think, I think I am undertaking something a little too much for me right now. Not that I'm not capable, it's just that, you know, I am still a very new channel. I'm very new to Let's Playing. So I don't think every 10 episodes, like I originally wanted, I can do a tutorial. But I think what I can do is, in the future, have tutorials every 10 episodes, or I can, you know, do, you know, some other things like that. But I think with this, for now, because it's basically going to be doing these sort of things, like figuring out where stuff is going, just let me take a break, see where my time is at, and then I will let you know. So I've been talking to you guys for a little over half an hour, and oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So let's put one here and see how that looks, actually. I don't think I'm going to go too much longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this actually should be 7, shouldn't it? Because that looks like there's a gap of 4, and there's only a gap of 3 here. Boink. I am not on the ball today. I mean, I counted 7, it's just, it didn't look right to me, and, you know, maybe those can be shorter? I don't know. We'll see. Wait, that's a gap of 4. That's a gap of 5. What's this gap of? One. That looks like 5. Yep. Okay, so these are a little shorter as of right now. Ho-hum. Ho-hum. Don't know where to say, then ho-hum. I don't have enough stone blocks. Ooh, but I do have these. But I might need these, so let's leave these alone. So stop picking everything up! So I need... Let's just do 4 more. Stop, please. You're killing me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And dive. Whoop! Okay, so I think because it's so long, we're going to cut it here. And I think we had a nice conversation, and we got the floor started, and we got basically the general shape up, and I know it's not, again, as much as I really wanted, but I think we're getting somewhere, and I think that's a good start. So next time, I will hopefully stop hiccuping long enough to tell you that we shall continue our work on the artisans area, and this I will not touch, but the others may be very different than what you're used to. I think I'm going to put the sheep under here, cover this up, but I will show you something cool that's in there, because you don't know, but I do, and it's cool, and will be helpful when 1.4 comes out. So I thank you guys so much for watching, and this is SuperDreamGate saying bye-bye, see you next time.